We are down at Vosper's Ford in Plymouth. Got a Agate black Ford Puma ST line. So this car is the 155 horsepower engine with a manual gearbox. So gives it that a little bit more go. It's a mild hybrid because that's what Pumas are in this engine trim. Nice alloy wheels. So yeah, really good looking car. I'll show you the boot. This is one area that Puma is pretty good. So for a relatively small car, it does ultimately have quite a big boot. So stage one, you can pop the floor down. Stage two almost doubles the boot capacity, and also pop it up, and then you have what Ford call the mega box. This is 80 litres, waterproof, so muddy boots, wetsuits in this kind of area, sand, and it all washes out because you can pop the plug out the bottom, so straight out underneath the car. Absolutely fantastic feature. Put that back down. 12 volt power in the back here as well for inflating paddle boards and things like that. So EcoBoost hybrid. So that's the mild hybrid. I'll show you some of the interior. So looking at the interior of the car, it's dark. Well, it's quite shadowed there, isn't it? Difficult to see. But dark checkered upholstery with a red stitching. Steering wheel in leather with red stitching as well. The car comes as standard with auto lights, auto wipers. Even got lane departure warning systems on the car as well. Let's pop ourselves in. The car's not actually been PDI'd yet, so it will flash up and say about transport mode. Whilst we wait for the dashboard to all fire up. Ventilation down here, with of course the famous heated front windscreen. There we go. Let's go back up to the screen here. So nice bright dashboard, 12.3-inch digital dash. So lots of information. Got hybrid gauge in the middle there, which is indicating obviously if you're conserving electrical energy or using it. So really, really good from that perspective. Down onto the steering wheel. Got cruise control on the left here with audio controls, and on the right, this multifunction section here. This toggle switch allows us to change the information in the dashboard. So where we've got hybrid gauge, if I toggle down, it talks about tyre pressures, talks about fuel economy, talks about turning the battery off, turning the car off to save battery. And we can actually, by using this one here, get more information. So things like traffic signs are really quite good. All of that kind of information. What radio stations you're listening to, or DAB, or Bluetooth streaming, and even the car has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto when you use a genuine cable. Navigation, phone, settings, display settings. So display settings actually allows you to give yourself kilometers an hour as well. So if you do take the car abroad, you can very, very easily switch into kilometers an hour. Really easy to use. Coming across to the main screen, we start the car up and it will then come to life. So in the main screen you'll have navigation, you have radio, possibly hear the static there in the background from the radio. literally it's all touch screen. So sources, go DAB, stations. It's as easy as that. On sources, you've obviously got Bluetooth audio. If you did have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto connected via the cable, that would show there as well. Navigation, that one does take a little time to fire itself up. Again, because we're not PDI'd, but we can change our perspective. So really, really good. And search function obviously goes off and you can find your address you want to go to. Settings allows us to change a whole load of settings, including driver assistance, and particularly there with lane departure warning. So really, really good. And we're still in transport mode. There's a surprise. All down at Vosper's in Plymouth.